Hello friends, I'm Phoebe. Welcome to my music discovery journey. Here I'm catching up with all the music I missed out on over the years and sharing my great finds with you. Now, you share your great finds with me, which is what Eric the Historian has done, with Radiohead's Everything in Its Right Place. This is a song that I don't believe I've heard yet, despite Radiohead being very popular, and I've heard quite a few of their songs. This is a fan-made video, specifically requested, by the way, before anyone says anything. There are many ways to interpret the song and how it relates to the video, but just let it wash over you and feel what you feel. So that's what we're going to do. All right. Everything in Its Right Place, shared by, I think, Vuforia. Let's watch. We'll be starting and stopping. It's 6 minutes long. Oh. So, backwards. Kid growing up. Sounded like so it's being said backwards. It's very strange, isn't it? It seems familiar, but not familiar at the same time. I don't even know how to explain that. It's obviously the video, it's a fan-made video, but it looks like it's following the life of this kid. Lots of different things happening, slowly growing up. The start sounded like it was speaking backwards, but I don't know what it was saying. And everything in its right place, in its right place. Is it talking about like fate and everything being as it should, regardless of how we feel about it? Sounds like really straightforward, but perhaps. Everything in its right place, in its right place, in its right place. It's definitely trippy. In its right place. Partying. Oh. Oh. Yesterday I woke up sucking on lemon. Yesterday I woke up sucking on lemon. Yesterday I woke up sucking on lemon. Everything. Yesterday I woke up sucking a lemon. Sucking lemons, they talk about that. I don't know what that actually means. And he's grown up. He reached, well, he was an adolescent, and then he's becoming an adult. He was partying a bit too hard. There looked like there was a bit of violence there, and it looked like there was a bit of violence in his upbringing as well. Reflection. He's met someone. Don't know if they had an argument before, if this is someone new. Sucking lemons. There is the Genius lyrics here, and there is something on it. Okay, so Thom explained that he wrote this lyric in the period between OK Computer and Kid A, wherein he was very depressed. OK Computer is like one of their biggest albums. It makes sense because lemons are very sour and makes people's faces scrunch up when their taste buds sense the acidity and harshness the same face a person makes when they're saddened or stressed. Oh, so yesterday I woke up sucking them. That makes a lot of sense. Also, everything in the right place could have lots of meaning, so I'm just gonna leave that for now. We'll park that and come back. They get married. They have a kid. Housework. Oh dear. So they got run over, they're now dead. That was his wife and son. There are two colours in my head. There are two colours in my head. What is it that you tried to say? What was that you tried to say? Tried to say. It's so trippy. It says he struggled with writer's block before the writing of Kid A. He sometimes wrote songs by pulling random phrases out of a hat, a process inspired by artist Tristan Tzara, whose instructions for how to make a Dada poem appeared on Radiohead's website at this time. Oh. Thom Yorke explained in an interview about the OK Computer tour and the effects it had on him. I came off at the end of that show, sat in the dressing room and couldn't speak. I actually couldn't speak. People were saying, "You all right?" I knew people were speaking to me, but I couldn't hear them and I couldn't talk, and I just had enough. I was bored with saying I'd had enough. I was beyond that. Oh, so the whole "what are you trying to say" could be that. That's awfully sad though, like the abruptness of this, the harshness of it. Talking about having everything in its right place, everything happens for a reason, I guess. And the video is kind of a lot. Feels like paralyzed feelings. Oh, perhaps that wasn't his wife and kid. I don't know. Might have been. He does still seem alone for the most part. Keep going. Perhaps it was family that was comforting him. Getting older, thinking about his younger years. Oh, it was his partner and child, yeah. Makes sense. Life flashing before his eyes. Oh dear. Is it his turn now? How interesting. Oh. Oh. Oh, it's just a blank screen for the rest of it, I think. Just double checking. Yeah. How strange. How odd. So once again, that's not an official video, but that's a really interesting way of putting it. Um, Created from the short film backstory. Oh, so there's a little link in this. I'll share the link to the video as well. A poignant comment from the original video. We all try to control our little worlds. We all come up with plans for our future. And we try to stay on track with those plans. Oh, I know where this is going. But life just happens. And it can blow everything we thought our life would be out of the water in a blink. Nothing is ever really in its right place. Yet we never stop trying to put things right. We pick up pieces of our old broken plans and we try to build new ones over and over, totally at the mercy of our own little chaotic worlds. There's a lot of things that aren't within our control. And there are some other things that are, and I guess that's that. Here it says, on everything in its right place, the opening track of Kid A. Thom Yorke sings of depression, change, confusion, and the state of the world, all while trying to find a place in a confusing existence. It feels, the way I was hearing the audio in quite a huge part of that, felt like I was paralyzed to speak, or if that was in my head, I'd feel unable to say something, which is what he said, what we read a minute ago. The stripped back lyrics come from Thom experimenting with different writing techniques to combat his writer's block after the rigorous touring of their previous record, OK Computer. I even said myself, like, that was one of their most successful or famous albums. And so I guess there was a lot of pressure there. There are two colours in my head. Is this like, oh, everything's black and white, but number of potential meanings. Yorke speaks on the duality of his feelings, how he's torn between reality of the band's fame and their want of artistic integrity. They know that with fame, they will continue, or they will compromise, but still realizes they have taken their place in the popular culture, and the realization is coming very quickly. Two colours represent confusion and being focused. Could just represent extreme contrasting feelings. He could mean black and white in reference to the occasionally bipolar nature of personal realization and the tendency for a depressed mind to leap to extreme/unbalanced conclusions. That's more where I was thinking for that with the black and white. The colours could be green and red, which correspond to go and stop, respectively. Again, complete opposites, contrasting things. Yorke's state of mind is constantly moving and changing, alternating between calm and agitated frustration. There is so much going on in his head to cause it to stop and go, never seem to settle. Could be a reference to a famous line of paintings by Mark Rothko, all done in a particular style. In 2000, Thom conducted an interview with a Dutch TV station about Kid A, in which he talks about this. Aha! I think it's the same as with literature and art. A lot of the time you confuse the personality with a piece of work. Ultimately, it doesn't do anybody any favours. It negates the work as well. Yeah, it does. What can happen essentially if you're an artist like Rothko and you choose to kill yourself? That colours the work forever, which is totally not the point, and destroys the work. There's a Rothko room in the Tate Gallery in London. When kids go in there, they go, wow, this is great. And all they see is the colour and the joy of the paintings. And all the adults see this poor sod that killed himself. Oh, that's quite deep, isn't it? Some of the tragic stories of artists, not just one. Oh, we talk a lot about Van Gogh. Lots of people talk about the pronunciation of his name. I think the official, is it Dutch pronunciation, is Van Gogh, and that's tragic. But yeah, not just that. Like, there are so many, like, creatives feel a lot of things. I don't know if it's a creative thing or whatever, but yeah, it's kind of sad. Anyway, hearing that for the first time, it's weird because some of it sounded familiar, like I said, but I don't believe I've heard that it was weird how some of it sounded like it was going backwards, and the lyrics, it was quite simple but quite deep. So I found that really interesting. Not bad. I actually quite enjoyed it. I wonder if it does have an official music video. I'll probably see if it does at some point. Um, or check out that whole album to see, because it's interesting to see what sort of journey he was on writing at that time. Yeah, I'd like to check that out and see if there's any others that I know from that particular one. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I've talked your ears off for long enough. Thank you to anyone over on Patreon. You can join for free, but you can join from £1 and up to get on this little thank you note at the end of videos. You can join Ko-fi if you want. No pressure. Just being here is going above and beyond what most people do. So thank you for giving up your time, which you can't get back. Sorry, no refunds. Take care. See you soon, hopefully. Bye bye.